Get ready for the action, because Dan Hawie has been promoted to managing director of Last Gang Records. This is huge news for the music industry, as Hawie will now be overseeing the entire P&L for the label and taking on expanded leadership across A&R and brand strategy. We dive into how this leadership shift is poised to redefine the future of Last Gang and the artists they champion.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the live music scene in Germany, as musicians and concert organizers have united to demand serious action against ticket touting. Stars like Die Totenhosen and Nina Chuba have signed an open letter to the German government, warning that ticket fraud and exorbitant prices are destroying the live music community. We are also tracking major moves in the digital music landscape as Merlin reshapes its structure. Jim Mahoney has been promoted to the new role of Chief Membership Officer, focusing on global strategy and engagement to keep the organization aligned with the needs of independent music companies. And finally, Tencent Music Entertainment is reporting massive growth, hitting $1.15 billion in Q1 revenue and doubling down on live experiences and merchandise. We break down how TME is leveraging membership models and AI to capture the next wave of music fans. Stay with us for the full story. MNRK Music Group has announced a significant leadership change within its roster, promoting Dan Hawie to the position of Managing Director of Last Gang Records, effective immediately. In the new role, Hawie will assume full responsibility for the label's profit and loss, alongside expanded leadership in A&R and brand strategy. Hawie will report to Randy Darabajan, MNRK's VP of Artist Development, and Chris Moncada, COO of MNRK Music Group. Chris Moncada expressed strong support for the move, stating, "Dan cares deeply about the legacy of the label and the artists who built it. I'm thrilled to see him evolve into this role and continue to forge the path of Last Gang for years to come." Darabajan echoed this sentiment, noting that Hawie has been integral to Last Gang's success over the past decade and possesses the necessary vision for the label's next phase, especially with new projects and signings underway. Hawie's tenure at Last Gang began in 2017, where he previously served as Director of Marketing and A&R, managing global operations for both Last Gang and Dualtone Music Group in Canada. Prior to MNRK, Hawie held marketing roles at Dine Alone Records and Nevada Records. MNRK highlights Hawie's extensive experience, noting his work with Grammy and Juno-recognized artists such as the Lumineers, Death from Above 1979, Chromo, and Kathleen Edwards. Speaking about his role, Hawie emphasized the label's enduring ethos, saying, "21 years in, our us against the world mentality continues to fuel everything we do. Foundational artists like Death from Above 1979, Metric and Mother Mother are still shaping culture today, while our new guard, including Bella Porch, Ho 9909, Loving, and Mondo Cosmo, continues to push boundaries and move the culture forward." He added his commitment to preserving the independent spirit of the label. The promotion comes shortly after Bella Porch released her new single Ribcage on May 1, signaling a new partnership with Last Gang ahead of her forthcoming debut album, Picnic at the Cemetery. Last Gang Records was co-founded by Chris Taylor in 2003 and was acquired by Entertainment One in 2016. MNRK Music Group itself was formed after acquiring the music business from Hasbro in 2021, operating initially as E1 Music before rebranding. The company manages a vast catalog comprising 70,000 music tracks. German musicians and industry figures have launched an open letter to the German government demanding stricter regulations to combat rampant ticket touting and price gouging in the live music sector. Titled, "Against Exorbitant Prices and Fraud," the letter highlights how middlemen are exploiting fans by buying tickets in bulk and reselling them at extreme markups, which the signatories argue harms both the public and the industry. Signatories include prominent bands such as Die Totenhosen and Die Erst, along with star musicians like Nina Chuba and Johannes Owerding, alongside promoters and concert agencies. The letter emphasizes that concerts are vital community events, and ticket fraud and price gouging are pushing fans away, negatively impacting the artists, the industry, and society as a whole. Christopher Annan, chairman of the Independent Musicians Association Pro Music, stated that the money generated from secondary ticket markets does not support new music production, fair wages, or future tour. Instead, it enriches middlemen. Concerns were also raised regarding ticket fraud, where fans have reportedly paid significant sums only to receive counterfeit tickets. The musicians called on politicians to establish a clear legal framework, pointing out that Germany remains a virtually unregulated environment for ticket touts, contrasting sharply with regulations in many other European nations. The signatories urged the German government to swiftly introduce legislation. Key demands include establishing clear platforms for ticket resale, prohibiting commercial resellers from increasing ticket prices by more than 25%, and banning automated software used for mass ticket purchasing. The letter concluded with a firm statement that culture is not a commodity and tickets should not be subject to speculation. Merlin, the digital music licensing partner for independent labels and distributors, has announced a significant restructuring within its membership team, including the promotion of Jim Mahoney to the new role of Chief Membership Officer, alongside several other senior advancements. The organization detailed the changes in an announcement on Tuesday, May 12th. Jim Mahoney will spearhead Merlin's membership strategy, engagement, and development globally, focusing on aligning the organization with the needs and ambitions of independent music companies. Mahoney previously held roles including SVP, member and partner success, and was instrumental in establishing Merlin's New York office. Mahoney brings extensive experience to the role, having previously served as vice president at 8YM, the trade association for U.S. independent labels, and held an independent label seat on the board of Sound Exchange from 2012 to 2014. His career also includes senior leadership positions at Fat Beats Records, Roadrunner Records, and Profile Records, where he led campaigns for artists such as DJ Quick and Atmosphere. Mahoney expressed enthusiasm for the new position, stating, "Our members are at the heart of everything we do, and their artists power the successes of our digital partners. I'm excited to continue building on the strong foundation we've created," emphasizing the need to provide members with the necessary tools, access, and advocacy for global success. The leadership changes are part of a broader push by Merlin to expand services for its membership base, which spans over 70 countries and represents 15% of the global recorded music market. Merlin is funded by a 1.5% administration fee and includes prominent members like Domino, Epitaph, and Ninja Tune. The promotions within the membership team include Bella Zecker, promoted to Senior Director, Global Membership Development, Joe Mercer-Danher, promoted to Director, Member Relations, who will lead Global Member Relations across EMEA, and Ben Sperling, promoted to Manager, Global Membership Development. Charlie Lexton, the new CEO of Merlin since January 1, 2026, commented on the team's strength. Lexton highlighted that Jim Mahoney's elevation and the creation of the Chief Membership Officer role acknowledge his exceptional leadership and instrumental role in membership growth. Lexton stated that the expanded membership team now possesses the necessary expertise and global perspective to deliver lasting value to members. These internal developments occur as Merlin continues to expand its offerings, including a major partnership in January 2026 with Matt Spetzler's Pipeline platform to offer members advances against digital royalties. This expansion follows continued growth in Merlin's membership, which has reportedly contributed to the Majors Plus Merlin cohort, growing its volume share of Spotify music streams to 72% in 2025. Merlin has also secured recent licensing milestones, including an AI licensing agreement with Udio in January 2026 and a partnership with 11 Labs in August 2025. Tencent Music Entertainment, TME, has reported robust first-quarter financial results, achieving total revenues of RMB 790 billion, or US $1.15 billion, marking a 7.3% growth. This performance was fueled by significant expansion beyond traditional streaming into live experiences, fan communities, and merchandise. The music-related services division grew by 12% to RMB 651 billion, while membership services saw a 6.6% rise to RMB 457 billion. Notably, non-membership music-related services revenue surged by 28% year-over-year to RMB 194 billion. TME is strategically pivoting towards a membership-based model focused on immersive music experiences. The company is leveraging partnerships with Tencent's Weixin Video account and AI-driven recommendations to cultivate a funnel of passive users into paying subscribers. To boost the SVIP membership base, TME is introducing digital album and physical collectible offerings for major artists, including BLACKPINK and fan clubs for artists like Silence Wang, granting early access to premier concert tickets and merchandise. CEO Ross Liang stated that the company is transitioning to a membership model that delivers more immersive experiences and advances a tiered subscription strategy. Chairman Cushion Pang highlighted the value derived from investments in the Evergreen catalog, including renewed label partnerships with JVR Music, Linfair Records, and MOKA by Baby Music, which grant access to the catalogs of artists such as Jay Chou and Angela Zhang. Live revenues also saw triple-digit year-over-year growth, driven by hosting concerts for groups like BABYM1SDER in Taiwan and NCT Wish in Hong Kong. Furthermore, TME is seeing increased user-generated content, with AI-generated songs, including authorized AI covers of iconic catalog tracks, contributing to a growing share of new daily releases. However, executives noted that unauthorized AI-generated music poses a challenge to the subscription business, as rivals utilize it to attract passive users. TME is actively working with creators and regulators to champion creative rights. While AI broadens content creation, leadership emphasized that human creativity and premium intellectual property remain central to deep engagement and long-term value. Operating expenses rose by 5.9%, driven by investments in live performances and IP services. Although adjusted earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, and amortization, EBITDA, increased by 10.5% to RMB 283 billion, adjusted earnings per average diluted share missed analyst expectations, though the company remains confident in its adaptive strategy.